Carnivore in Albania, another video from my other channel, Aline's Adventures, all about my nomad life. Here is that video, also on this channel, Creative Carnivore Kitchen, because it's all about carnivore. Have fun. Okay, the sun is kind of blinding me, but it's such a nice spot. I want to film here. Let's see how that goes. I think I have to start all those carnivore videos with the salt. So in Albania, it's no problem to get clean salt, pure salt. We found in that little stores like little tiny salt grinders with pure Himalayan pink salt in it. And at Spar, we even found refill 1 kilogram packages. But we didn't need to buy any salt. We still had a lot of salt from our trip to Split, Croatia, here, where we bought French salt, Adriatic sea salt, and Italian Sicilian salt. Spar was quite far away where we were staying, and it wasn't worth going there anyways. The only usable thing we found there was the salt that we didn't need anyways. Well, we were there on a Sunday, so maybe it was also so shitty because they didn't restock or something, I don't know. But there was no clean meat. We only found some frozen shrimp, but I didn't check if they were clean. And Spar was basically the only real grocery store in Saranda, Albania. There was another store called Big Market, but it wasn't big at all, but bigger than all those other little shits, those little stores. So all those little markets had a shitty selection for carnivores. Yes, they did have meat, only frozen. No problem for me. I buy and eat a lot of frozen meat, but clean frozen meat. And I even found pork steaks. But look at this. What the fuck? Look at those ingredients. Growth agent, preservatives, and antioxidants. Hell no. As I said, I buy a lot of frozen meat, but the ingredient is just meat. And here, look the ground meat we found. It is ENS imported veal, Timex imported chicken trimming. Well, I don't know, but meat, I don't care if it's veal, chicken, beef, pork, whatever, but it has 4.81 grams of carbs in, I think, 100 grams. Yes, what's that? Where do those carbs come from? That doesn't make sense at all. So honestly, we bought one of those packages. They were also frozen because we couldn't find really anything else. And it was just like, okay, for emergency. And then we bought a lot of other stuff. So we didn't have to eat it, but we wanted to try it and also thought, okay, then just Paul eats it. So I made it and it was weird. It was gross. And also the color, it didn't look right. It just looked fake. I think it was much more, when it was cooked, it was still like much more red, or like we tried a little bit and it tasted weird. We threw it away. I was so happy when I found shrimp. I was craving shrimp in Montenegro, and for some reason there, I couldn't find anywhere shrimp, just shrimp. So I looked at the package, but what the fuck? Also that, it wasn't clean. Look at those ingredients. There's like some other shit in it. So of course I didn't buy them. Closer to downtown, we found like a fish, seafood, meat store, and there we found some beautiful whole shrimp. So we bought a package there. Like in Montenegro, they are not aging their meat. And I think in Serbia, in Turkey, also not. In Reno, Nevada, all the meat you buy is basically wet aged 10 to 15 days. And my favorite is like a ribeye steak, a very thick ribeye, and just sear it on the outside very well and leave it raw on the inside. That's how the steaks from Winco and Costco from Reno, Nevada taste the best. So I made ribeyes in Albania and in Montenegro the same way like I did in Reno. Here, by the way, carnivore in Montenegro. But they weren't tasty at all. They were so tough and just, no, not good. So I started to cook them more well done. They were also much thinner. In Reno, I got really thick steaks, and in Montenegro and especially in Albania, I mostly got them much thinner. And so I just still frozen, put them in a pan, seared them, and let them cook much longer. Actually, almost well done, or just a little pink inside. And you know what? They were actually really delicious. If I would have done that with steaks in Reno this way, like almost all the way done, I would have destroyed the meat, in my opinion. Fucking hate that. But there, it was actually good. It was tasty, it was flavorful, and it was super juicy. So I guess if you know how to prepare it right, basically any cut of meat can be yummy. What I absolutely love about Albania is that they eat a lot of organs, especially lamb organs. I'm not a fan of organs at all, actually, but what I think is great is that it's normal there. Like, kids grow up eating organs, or it's normal to eat organs, so they're not grossed out by it. They don't think it's something gross or weird, what it isn't. And nothing gets thrown away there. Everything gets eaten. Nothing gets wasted. I really love that too. Anyways, lamb's head is a tradition in Albania, and I made a whole separate video about lamb's head. So here is that video. Kokorec is also famous in Albania. Most people know it as kokorec from Turkey, but it's actually much more likely to come from Greece, kokoreci, and it probably even has some roots in Albania, and there they say kukurec. So what is it? It's lamb intestines wrapped around lamb organs, liver, heart, lung, kidney, whatever. And it is roasted on a spit horizontally over the fire. Unfortunately, we did only find it with also thyme on it, not just salt. I decided to still try it, so I bought it and I just washed it off as well as possible to get all that thyme off. I resalted it, put it back in the oven to heat it up again, and I tried it. And it's actually super delicious, just except I'm just not such a liver fan, and the liver is so big, the liver is everywhere. So if the kukurec would be filled with much more of the other organs, it would be so much better. But there's always liver everywhere, so much of it. But at least it was lamb liver, what has a much less strong taste than beef liver. Oh, and once at the butcher, I saw something hanging from a butcher's hook in a display case. Lamb organs, lungs, liver, heart, windpipe, everything still attached to each other. Beautiful, vibrant, healthy. I had to have it. So we have the liver. So much liver. I'm not a fan of the liver. The lung, never had lungs before, so I'm super excited. Here with the pipe, here all the fat, look at it, and here we have actually the heart. In here's the heart of the fat. See here? There's the heart. Isn't that so beautiful? It was hanging there from a butcher's hook. In there, was just hanging there. It was like, oh, what is this? So we got it. I never had lung before, so my friend in Switzerland told me how to make lung. I made a recipe out of it, lamb lungs, but it will air later on my other channel, Creative Carnivore Kitchen. So later on, it will be here. And it's really so delicious. You should try it. I wish I could have gotten another set of lungs, but they only sell it with all the other organs, with the heart and the liver is just so big, and I didn't want any more liver. I already had problems to finish up the liver I had from that first package, and I froze most of it and just tried to eat it. So I cut this open here, and now look, the heart. Look, I guess this is the aorta, I would say. It's like so cool. I already cut off the liver. I want this. I'm gonna cut off the heart, and the rest I just leave it as it is, and we'll cook this whole thing. But the heart I want separate. So I think I'm just gonna cut it off here. Oh, it should, yeah, look here, of course, the aorta. Lots of blood. I mean, it's full of blood. You see here? Yeah, that was the. So cool. So interesting. I'm learning so much. The lamb heart I just cooked in water for about 2 hours, and it was so absolutely delicious. Lamb organs are really so much more yummy than beef organs. So with beef liver, I'm really not a fan, but if I eat it then raw, frozen, and with a lot of salt, then it's okay. And the beef heart, I like the best when it's torched outside, but still raw in the middle. So the beef heart, totally cooked, I'm not such a fan. But the lamb heart, I cooked for 2 hours, as I mentioned, and it got so soft. It was so good. Subscribe here for more videos about my nomad life, about Aline's adventures. Currently, I am in Europe. Pretty soon, I will be in Asia. Super excited for that. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay carnivore. Bye.